Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I am going to pull a card later from Archangel Raphael's deck for the coronavirus, but I'm trying to have an oasis of normalcy in the midst of very abnormal situations. So it's not that I'm unaware, it's just that I feel the need to create a little balance. So I'm going to kind of deal with what else is going on in the world right now. And so I did get into your energy, and I had a vision, and I will get to that in just a moment. But this video will cover March 16th through the 19th, which includes a lot of big things happening. Saturn's going to change signs, Mercury changes signs, the sun's changing signs. So there's a lot of movement, there's some big conjunctions, and oh yeah, we have the equinox. So lots of things going on to be covered. I want to thank you for those of you that stepped up, and there were so many this past week, to really connect your energy with mine. I appreciate that. It allows me, when I am getting ready to channel a vision for you, to be able to connect to you, to get into your energy, and to make the vision a little more specific for you. And so I think it's a benefit to you, and of course it helps my channel, but more importantly, it allows us to really connect. So the comments, the emojis, I really appreciate it. Hitting that likes, thumbs up button is amazing, and I appreciate that too. So what did I see for you this week? Something that I noticed a lot this week was there was a lot of things that started out really up close, and then it panned backwards. And so I feel like there's a need to see things up close, and to also step back and see the larger picture in general this week, because there were so many of this. So what I saw with you guys was what looked like a powder keg, and a powder keg was a phrase that my Western Civ teacher used to use all the time. So it's basically a big barrel that has powder to make ammunition in it, and so and if it gets hit by fire, it explodes, right? Okay, so that's what I saw. But as I started panning back, I realized that that wasn't a powder keg, that it was like one of those rockets, like you would shoot off on the 4th of July. So it had the little arrow rocket part on it, and the fuse that was lit on the part that has the ammunition, so to speak. And so it was like, what lights you up, literally. And I think that was what we were talking about last week with you was all this energy of there's something shifting and changing, and something exciting that's happening. And so in the midst of all the chaos, don't forget to focus on what is lighting you up, what is really making a difference. Because as the sun moves out of Pisces, which is in your 6th house of work-life balance and your health, and then moves into your partnership, one-on-one or business, I think this is going to be a thing that happens this week that you really kind of want to focus on and pay some attention to. And so there was this sparkly energy, this energy of an idea taking off, which was really lovely to see. So this week, the Mercury on Monday is going to move into Pisces. Mercury doesn't like to be in Pisces, so it is confusing energy of communication again. It's still in its shadow phase, and so things get a little murky, a little muddled. Communication that is emotional will be difficult to deal with, especially when that sun moves in out of Pisces into Aries. Now it kind of warms up, fires up that communication, and so it could be a little explosive, no pun intended, with your vision, but there's a chance that people might say some stuff. So just be aware that when that sun moves into Aries in your partnership realm, communication could be a little touch and go this week, okay? Social atmosphere was really supported And then we have this a lot of people being isolated right now. And so reaching out and communicating using safer means, social distance, but doesn't mean not socializing. So I know Facebook is super busy right now among my group of friends, which it's not necessarily this busy. And so that way, or picking up the phone and calling your friends, your family, your neighbors, make sure they have what they need and checking in on them. That will be important, but also just to communicate, to keep things in touch and in balance. On Tuesday, the moon is going to be, so the moon gets into Capricorn actually on Monday at 12:25 p.m., but on Tuesday it comes into a trine, which is a nice supportive energy with Venus in Taurus. And so that's where that socializing energy, so Venus in Taurus is about love, yes, but money more in Taurus. And so there is very supportive energy out there. So look for where you can find your support systems on Tuesday. On Wednesday at 9:16 p.m. So that Capricorn energy is pretty much there. Where is that? It's in your 4th house of home. So that's pretty much there through Wednesday. And then Wednesday evening, the moon also moves into your 7th house of partnership, into Aquarius. And so that's moving into Aquarius. And Saturn on Saturday is moving into Aquarius. And so there's this energy really highlighting. There's a lot of emphasis on your partnerships right now, and how you're going to manage all that. So wait, Libra would be not your partnerships. Libra. So Aquarius would be your 5th house of creativity, of creating new ideas. So, well, that's better. That's easier to deal with. Okay, so creative energy, what lights you up? Okay, that makes sense. So, oh my gosh, when Saturn moves into Aquarius and all that creative energy, so thinking about what it is that you're trying to create and to bring about when Saturn moves into Aquarius, and it's only there for a short time, for like the next 3 or 4 months, it's a good time to really focus on that. It'll dip back out into Capricorn, and then it will go back into Aquarius in conjunction at 0 degrees of Aquarius with Jupiter come December. So whatever this creative thing is, it might be a little slow to get off the ground, but laying that groundwork for it in this Capricorn dominated energy of 2020, where if you lay that stable foundation, so using some of this time this week, so maybe you're not so busy at work, unfortunately, financially, but good creatively, good for communicating with your family and friends, good for making these connections, but good time to really focus on what it is you want and what you're trying to create, and laying a solid foundation so that when you get to that December 21st, again on an equinox. So this is really interesting because Saturn is moving on the equinoxes and Saturn is doing something on the solstice. So there's this boom, boom, boom energy. No, it's the solstice in December, not the equinox. So the 2 solstices and the equinox. It's just like the year's cut up into these quarters. And so you're being really encouraged to create something, to decide what it is you want. And so this week actually creates and carves out a space for you to do that in. So where's your golden palace? What are you shooting for? This is your energy of when it's in Capricorn, laying the structures and the foundations, bringing in your wisdom, feeling grateful for this opportunity, for what you would like. But this is about your value system and what you value and what's important to you. And understanding that there's a lot of protection through this process for you with the moon where it is. And then when the moon moves into Aquarius, it is about pushing through your resistance, surrendering to the divine, surrendering to that ego, stepping back and allowing information to flow to you, to listen with an open mind and open heart, either from spiritual information or information that you're getting from other people around you, doing the research that you need to help you to figure out where it is that you're going with all this. And you have leadership. I am a beacon of radiant support and love. Doing what you love following your soul's path will put you in some form of leadership either as a way shower to others to follow your heart, in your partnership community that you're in, where you need to be a leader of calm and balance, being very Libra-like this week, keeping things steady and balanced when people are kind of a little stressed out, because that's a thing too. Okay, and then the moon is going to move into, on Friday, Mars is in Capricorn, again, your 4th house, in conjunction with Jupiter, which is about expanding. So action and expansion. There's going to be this need, this feeling of this pressure to this enthusiasm to make some changes around your house. You may find that you're doing some deep cleaning over the weekend where you're like, okay, I got the energy to do it. So that could be starting a home maintenance project you've been putting off, cleaning out the garage. That kind of energy could be there. And then the moon is going to move into Pisces on Saturday, really early in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S. So Saturday is a good day for relaxing, but you're going to need it. You're going to want to create some space for yourself. You're going to feel this wanting to escape, because as Saturn moves out of the confined, structured atmosphere of Capricorn into Aquarius, which has really no boundaries. It's expansion that goes on out into the universe, and it's ever expanding, you know? And so it's like breaking free. It's breaking through the limits, allowing yourself time to daydream, because we still have Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is going to be playing a role here. It's still close enough to have an energy to do a little daydreaming, to allow yourself the space to really put your ideas out there and think about them. And there's a lot of opportunity for that. And then on Sunday and Monday, there's the energy of Mars in conjunction with, so action in conjunction with transformative energy of Pluto going on. And so intense need to change things, to create things. So I actually can see where Libra might be very busy around their homes this weekend, but also in your life, transforming how things are in your life around the arena of your home. So work-life balance, or relationships, or something that revolves and centers around the home. So for this energy this weekend, we have listen to your body. So if you're tired, rest. If you need to drink more, hydrate. Eat healthy. Try to make the best choices you can as far as that goes. And so that actually looks really good. I literally can't remember if I said this or not, but I'm pulling a card from the Archangel Raphael deck for a little guidance for Libra this week with regards to this outbreak of the COVID-19 coronavirus. You have avoid allergens. So if you are doing any of these big projects around the house, this is when a face mask is good to keep the dust and the allergies out of your face. Be careful about using harsh chemicals. Yes, use the bleach-based, the Clorox-based cleaners, but be careful not to mix Clorox with ammonia. Make sure that you're using the Clorox in the right proportions and that there's a good ventilated area, okay? So avoid that. And then you also have alternative medicines, which it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality, for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. Consider things like Reiki, meditation, yoga, breathing exercises. These are not to handle the virus, but these are more like to handle the stress and the panic, right? So staying centered, staying balanced, being the leader that shows the way on that will be a good thing. All right, I will be doing the monthly readings coming up on Thursday, so you'll see them then. It's for the season of Aries, and I look forward to catching up with you then. You have a good week. You take care of yourselves. And really explore this idea. Get stuff on paper. it feels really important. And next week you have that new moon in Aries with which to kind of launch things. So it looks good. All right, you take care.